Hello, 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 and welcome to this evening's Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. You join myself, Lemony Tang, in the commentary booth, as always. This is the Prospects eRacing League Tier 1 PC Round 9 from Abu Dhabi. It's great to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Monday to everyone around the world. This is a global championship, don't forget, and we really are looking forward to a fantastic evening here this evening. As we just seen Jonas crashing out of turn 1. I cannot believe it, ladies and gentlemen. The Alpha... Oh, look at that, there's an Alpine as well spinning there as well. So these guys are having an absolute mare, and it's only after starting the qualifying session. So it's really after kicking off so far, and I cannot believe it, ladies and gentlemen. It's already kicking off here. It's great to be back in the commentary booth as always here for the Prospects, guys. But it's absolutely madness. I have managed to get myself a car. Unfortunately, that might actually cause some issues. So we'll have to wait and see what the story is of that one. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting qualifying. All right, Jonas is out of qualifying. He's going to be sitting there now for the next 14 odd minutes, mulling over his mistake there in turn 1. But it's one of these things. This track is going to throw some tight, twisty turns towards these guys this evening. Some real cats in the bag. So as we ride on board here with FTW Henry, we'll see how he gets on. This track is being reprofiled. Gone be the days of that Mickey Mouse chicane. Absolutely delighted. And they've also opened up a few of these corners as well to try and give these cars a lot more sweeping momentum to try and carry the speed behind the car in front to maybe, perhaps, line up a passing opportunity into one of these fantastic braking zones as FTW crosses the line to start his lap here down into turn 1. Very tricky corner. You need to get a good exit here as well. Carry it all the way up through the hill, through the left. Watch the rear end in this car as well. You know, this is really going to be tricky with old tyres come the race. Through down towards now this hairpin left-hander. A lot better than what it used to be. I'm telling you now, these cars are going to be absolutely flying onto the back straight. The DRS is wide open now for the Williams driver as we pretty much, it's one of our only opportunities to have a break along this track. Although, as you see there, the track kind of kinks to the left-hand side. Two lines becomes one. Down into the chicane now as well. A fantastic opportunity to outbrake your rival in the race. As we've seen in the 2021 season finale, Lewis Hamilton famously never gave his advantage back, but we won't really talk. Well, no, we will talk about that today. 100% we will. What a fantastic finish to the season, full of controversy, a bit of a farce as well. The FIA decided not to use the rules that they set out in the rule book. A very strange and ultimately costly way of interpreting them that day with Michael Massey towards Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen side of things. But Verstappen came away the championship winner at the end of it, but Henry is across the line on a 125-1, getting his feet in. That's what these guys are all trying to do at the moment. You don't want to do what Jonas is doing and bin it straight away. But we'll see for the rest of these guys here this evening. It's going to be an absolute fantastic one. We have a few new names in here as well. We've got Aiden Hirsch, very good in second position. I'm telling you, he could be really going for pole position here this evening. We'll have to see how he gets on. Dan 795440. Some name, I'll give him that. What is going on here? Oh, there we go. He's in the pit lane. He's out there at the moment as well. And we are also joined by another driver there, Prince Sergi there, Sergi DLL in 7th position in the McLaren. So it will be interesting to see how these guys get on here with this fantastic pack of racers. We have this Tier 1 PC Prospects eRacing League. Oh, these guys are next to none. I'm telling you now, they are the very best in the world. Wait till you see, ladies and gentlemen. I say it every week. I'll say it again. It's not hundreds, it's thousands of a second that can separate first and second and many other drivers through the grid as well. And we've even seen it being decided, the race win as well, by hundreds or thousands. So we'll see how they get on. Aiden is into the pit lane here. So it seems as if everyone's just finishing up their first runs at the moment. And we ride on board at El Brando now. We'll have a look at the TV camera here as well. An absolutely fantastic shot looking down the straight. Very easy to get yourself disorientated how far away that car is or how close they are, but when they pop out of the slipstream, that's all you need to know as well. So Brando getting a nice slipstream from the Alpine in front, just ducks out at the last second. As I said there, you know they're on it when they're ducking out of the slipstream, that's for sure. It'll be a lot more difficult to make that maneuver stick in the race, mind you. So Brando coming into the triple right-hander. I tell you now, you really need to you need to concentrate through there, get your braking zone correct, really think about it, because if you go in there with too much steam under your head, you are going wide and you'll bin the lap. So as he comes through the second last corner and the last corner now, good exit, giving the white lines a good breath there, and he's into 8th position for now as Brando. Jump on board here with Sergi. Sergi is on a lap as well in the McLaren. What can he do? One of the newcomers. Well, he's been with us before, ladies and gentlemen. He is a fast driver. We know the name here in Prospects. The Haas does a little loop-de-loop in the background. I tell you now, it's not ballerina evening this evening, although the lights are shining. The sun is set. But I'm telling you now, ladies and gentlemen, let that be no mistake about it. This is going to be hot and heavy work for these guys this evening. They'll be sweating in there. Oh no, Sergi spun. He's hit the wall. But he's after getting away with it. He's on a 124.699, only 5 thousandths off Nimble in 7th. So there we go. We say it all the time, but we'll jump on board with Nimble now. Let's see how he gets on. He's at the start of the lap in the Alpha. I keep saying Alpha for some reason. The Aston Martin, that's what it is. We'll jump on board with him now towards the hairpin left-hander. Opened up, as we said before, with the new track layout, these guys and myself included, I'm sure you guys will all agree, and Fernando Alonso will also agree. Don't forget 2012, he was stuck all race behind Vitaly Petrov in the Renault, famously given out to him after the race, but in fairness, it wasn't Petrov's fault. You need to be faster, you better make the move, and Alonso couldn't make a stick on the day, and he lost the championship that way. So Nimble comes down the second back straight now towards this left. Oh no, wait, this is the left-hander. So I'm still taking this the old track, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you now, I need to refer to my notes whenever they're going through these corners. One right-hander, two right-handers, and here's the third one, hard on the brakes. Get that front end sticking in into this left-hander now as well. Again, opened up slightly to help these guys carry the momentum, carry the speed through the corners, which will hopefully help them to gain on the car in front and possibly make a maneuver as they come through the last corner with the DRS activation zone. They might be able to make a move into turn 1. Sorry, my apologies. No DRS activation down turn 1. That's my bad. But yeah, so through turn 1 he goes. He's on the rev limiter there. I think he might have backed out of that one, Nimble. So he's into 4th at the moment. Very good lap times from these guys. Damien out there in the McLaren, or sorry, the Mercedes. Holy moly, what is going on this evening? Amateur hour in the commentary booth. 7 minutes and 30 odd seconds left on the clock, and these guys are really starting to push hard out there. They really do need to start thinking about their second run and maybe possibly coming in sooner rather than later for them. Brand new sauce for that all-important final run. It's really track acclimatization here for these guys at the moment. You don't want to throw it into the wall just as Jonas has. Very early doors in qualifying. He's going to be starting pretty much at the back of the grid, same as myself, but we'll see how that one goes on. My apologies out there. I forgot to spectate and what you meant to do. So as Damien comes down the back straight now, 33 seconds on the clock. He's not much able to do down here. Just keep the throttle pinned to the floor. Hard braking down to the chicane now. A little bit wide, compromising his second exit there, which will ultimately cost him time all the way down the back straight here. So we'll see how he gets on. He hugs that left-hand side, the inside line, minimising the amount of meters on the track. And as we all know ourselves, it's them crucial meters. We say it hundreds and thousands every week. It is literally that close with these guys. It could be a wheel width that separates them. So through the triple right-hander he goes. Very look at that. Now that's a perfect line. Very nicely done indeed. Through there, keeping it patience. It's all about patience. Slow is fast, and that's what they say with these guys. Oh no, he's coming into the pit lane. Alright, so again, he's starting to think about that all-important final run here for these guys out there. Arrows has jumped to the top of the timesheets on a 123.5. D Hill, he's coming into the pit lane after crossing the white line on the entrance. If I was the FIA, I'd be looking at my little thing there to see what's up with that. The ground is doing some weird shapes for me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you guys can see it there in the stream as well. To the mouse man on the old chat. How are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Do get in contact. Do follow, like, subscribe, the whole shebang. You know what you need to do. That's what you need to do it. So, I just get myself a little bit more sorted here in the commentary booth. Where is the mouse gone? There it is there. So, everyone's starting to make their way towards the pit lane. Get that last run in. With a few cars out there without a lap time on the board. Intria, one of the good qualifiers and good racers as well, is up by a 10th, I think it is, on his original lap. Now he's down now by 300ths, so he's lost a little bit of time there through sector 2. But to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, it was Arrows who got pole position last week, with Bushy Janssen second last week, and Intria got third last week in qualifying. And then in the race itself, it was Arrows, Bushy Janssen, and Got Spooked was your top 3. So they're guys to really look out for. Arrows is doing pretty well in the championship. A lot of these guys, there's still battles happening out there, so it's going to be fierce fighting out there for sure for these guys later on. A lot of guys starting their out laps, but Intria crosses the line and he's in 9th. We'll jump down towards Dan. He's in the pit lane, and Halo, he's out there in the Haas, struggling with this Abu Dhabi track at the moment. 4 minutes left on the clock. He's going to be coming in for his final run. So who do we have out there at the moment? Clement Pheasant is out there in the McLaren. I think he's just after starting his lap time. So he's gone through turn 1, through turn 2, towards now turn 3, left-hander hairpin. Swooping line. Didn't really trouble the apex there with that one, but what are you meant to do? So towards turn 6, that was turn 5, ladies and gentlemen, not turn 3. Turn 6 he goes now. It is a left-right chicane. Not too bad. Could definitely gain another 10th or 2 there. This track, ladies and gentlemen, is 5.2 kilometers long, 3.2 miles. It is one of the newer / older tracks, if you want to call it that. It's 16 turns of pure action for these prospect guys. Let's see how Clement gets on through now the final sector. Again, the triple right-hander here. How does he get on? Nicely done, keeping the front end in, absolutely under control. Didn't carry too much speed into there, which is what you want to do. Didn't quite trouble the exit though. Through the final corner and across the line goes Clement. Doesn't improve, improves on his lap time, but doesn't improve on the track, unfortunately for himself. Dan 795440 is out on an outlap, and Halo is just coming out of the pits as well, so we'll keep a close eye on them to see how they get on for the rest of this qualifying session. There's only 2 minutes and 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, on the clock as I finish speaking. As Arrows that makes his way out onto the track now as well. We'll have a look at Nick here. Nick into the left-hander down here now. Very nice indeed. I don't know about you guys, but this qualifying session is really flying through. Unbelievable stuff. What's up, Jonesy? You absolute legend. No, Nick Hill, awfully revved over there. So let's have a look here. T for real. He's out on a qualifying lap as well. So we'll have a look at the Red Bull driver as he flies down the back straight now into the left-hander. We'll see how it goes in the race. Is there going to be any moves down into there? One would assume so. Triple apex right-hander now. Again, you can really tell how much more fast and flowing this track is. It's definitely a lot more fun than it used to be. Definitely a lot more fun than it used to be with these guys. will jump on board at D Hill because he is only 0.02 of a second behind your pole sitter right now. He's got a nice little bit of a slipstream perhaps from the AlphaTauri up in front as he goes into the left-right chicane halfway down the back straight. Revs rising, that's what you like to see, although you want to control that rear end. A lot of these guys don't be using traction control or ABS, as you would imagine here with a Tier 1 league, but in fairness to the guys, everyone doing their utmost to keep the car on track. It is very difficult. I can hardly do it myself, ladies and gentlemen, let alone try and get to the end of a race, but as he comes through now, the double left-handers that they've really opened up, and there's an AlphaTauri spun in front of him as well. And tell you now, interesting stuff down towards the second last corner and last corner. I think he may have backed out of it. To try and go again. So we'll jump on board Arrows because he's a little bit further around the track, and we'll see how the Scuderia driver gets on. Your provisional pole sitter, there's no more time on the clock. Anyone who crosses that line now will be finishing their lap, and anyone on a lap needs to finish it. And that's what we're going to see here now in a second. Oh, he's invalidated. That's an absolute disaster for Arrows. So can D Hill? That is the question. Gain 0.02 of a second. He's up at the moment by nearly a tenth. So it's definitely going to be up for the winner here. Into turn 9 he goes. Towards the double right-handers now. Nicely done indeed. Second last corner now. Turn 15 into turn 16 he goes. Oh, a little bit loose in the rear, but can he do it? No, yes he does, ladies and gentlemen. He goes pole position on a 123.304. Absolutely fantastic stuff, and that is the end of qualifying. Little bit, I thought a few more guys would have been out there, but no, that's the end of it, ladies and gentlemen. D Hill is your pole sitter with BRT Arrows in second and Aiden Hertz in third. Very good stuff from the guys out there this evening. That is D Hill, who is your pole sitter. We have BRT Arrows joining him on the front row. But Aiden Hirsch is in third. Great qualifying from himself. We got Nick in fourth. John Maester in fifth. A quiet qualifying for John, but he's got himself a fantastic top 10 position. Same as Damien and Sergi Dill, one of the new guys here this evening. We have seen him in prospects before, so we know he's got the pace, and he's shown it once again. Itria in 8th. Could have done a bit better there. Got spooked in 9th. Last week's 3rd position. 4th. T for Real in 10th. PRL Nimble in 11th. Sushi Trash is in 12th. Halo gets himself into 13th. El Brando is in 14th. PRL Owen is in 15th. Henry in 16th. And he won't be happy with that. Clement Pheasant in 17th. And then the big ones at the back. Jonas and Dan is your back row, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable qualifying there. I tell you now, absolutely flew by it did. Unbelievable stuff. Oh, I'm in the car. What is up on my screen as well? It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Anyway. So we wait for the guys to roll off on their formation lap. I am going to be part of it, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, I'm going to try and get out of it as quick as I can, but we will miss turn 1. We'll hopefully get turn 3 by the end of it, but I'll retire from this warm-up lap. I wonder if I crash my car. Will that work? We'll find out, but this is Prospects eRacing League. It's round 9 from Abu Dhabi. This is Tier 1 PC. I really can't wait for it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, we aren't doing a commentary in the grid this evening. I'm just going to be trying to get myself out of here. Well, that didn't work. Interesting. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So there's no... Alright, so there's no damage on the warm-up lap, unfortunately. And I cannot... Fantastic. It's a royal pickle we found ourselves here in the commentary booth this evening. We'll try and do our best to persevere. Don't ever play this game on controller. Fair play. Respect to anyone who does, because I cannot control this car whatsoever. So we have a look at Got Spooked here at the back of the pack, just trying to get himself a little bit more tire temperature if he possibly can. Important to get your brakes ready in this warm-up lap, ladies and gentlemen. You really want to be concentrating as well, exploring for the grip. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep the car on track. To be honest, I'm using the stick controller. Normally I'll be in my wheel, but not too bad. Not too bad. Ooh, Janie Mac. Big bag of understeer. That's what I feel. There's Sushi Trash in the Alpha, just off to the side there as well. People struggling a little bit perhaps on tyre warm-up and brake warm-up, but as they turn through the final corner and the second final corner and the final corner, they will be concentrating heavily on how do they get this race underway. To get the car off the line is the aim of the game. Get through turn 1, lap 1 cleanly, and then keep her lit down for the rest of it. Oh man. Alright, so let's see how they get on. We are at the back of the grid, ladies and gentlemen. We will miss the start of it for that, but I'm going to try and retire ASAP with this one, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to retire on track. I hope that does not cause a safety car. Not what we want to be doing. Oh no, wait, I'll crash. That's what I'll do. No, I will retire. Boom. Alright, so they go down into turn 1. I'm having a look at the track map, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone seems to have got away nicely through there. As we ride on board with the race leaders now up the top of the hill. Anyone having a bit of an issue? I don't really think so. I think Clement and all have had an issue behind there, but as they come thundering down towards the left-hander of turn 5, they're 3 wide, ladies and gentlemen. Few of the guys getting pushed out there as well, but everyone's still seemingly very good to get through there. Very good stuff from everyone, I have to say. As they pile their way down towards the back straight there, it's D Hill is still your race leader. Sergi's side by side at an Aston Martin there as well. How are they going to get through turn the right-hander? Good stuff. Space is being given between everyone, but the Aston Martins again always finding themselves towards each other, real life and in the prospects here. But as they pile their way down, it's very close between these guys. How are they going to get fan out into the left-hander now at turn 9? Oh no, Sergi's after being spun around, an absolute disaster. Not what you wanted to see, but it was a bit inevitable sometimes with the first lap. Some people are going to be winners, some people are going to be losers. T for real and Sushi Trash going side by side as well through the triple right-hander. Oh, there's a Mercedes there. Damien, nice save, Damien. Good man yourself. Get them hards up the temperature and you'll be back in it to win it. Halo's after having a spin out there as well. Bit of an issue for Halo, man, I'm telling you now. Oh, lordy, good save, I have to say. John Mazur's out there spinning. He's crashed out of turn 1. Absolute disaster for John Mazur. That's not what he wanted at the start of this race. I think there might be a few other guys as well. Itchy is spun at the top of turn 3. No harm, no foul so far for a few of these guys, but not what you wanted to do at the start of this race. You need to keep it within the white lines, keep it under control. Aiden's made his way past Arrows as well for third, so that's a fantastic start from himself. Everyone so loose out there. I think we got a bit of a gearbox glitch. Not quite sure. Very hard on the rev limiter there for Aiden, as the two Astons go down into the left-hander. Nimble and Spooked find themselves once again around each other. No! Spooked is spun! The commentator's curse is struck again. Absolute disaster. We look at Dan and the Scuderia of El Brando going side by side. Good stuff from Dan. He's making his way back up the field. God, Spooked is still struggling to get himself back turned the right way. Absolutely not what you wanted for the Aston Martin team. But they have separated themselves, I suppose. That's a good thing. Down the inside goes El Brando. What an opportunistic maneuver out of the second last corner. I think Dan might have had a bit of a bad run. And that's all El Brando needed to swoop up there. And look at this, Jonas around the outside. Great stuff from Jonas. We've got a yellow flag up here as well. And that's a Haas going through under the yellow flag. Not what you want to do. It's a safety car VSC, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is Owen. Owen's out of the Grand Prix. Oh, no. Oh, no. There's Owen. Disaster for Owen. And that's a safety car. Oh, no. Ah. Sick buzz. El Brando. El Brando, we seen that, sir. We seen that move. Or somebody we seen anyway, passing under. He got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags, although he is nowhere around anyone, so I think the game might have caught him out there. Must have been someone else. But safety cars deployed, ladies and gentlemen. This safety car is brought to you by the Prospects eRacing League and Lemony Tang. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Prospects eRacing League. You can see us on ESTV, and our Season 7 Championship has kicked underway as well. Get involved, get in contact, like and subscribe to the channel, and check out the Discord as well. So as you can see here, there's full grids, ladies and gentlemen. There's 4 tiers in PlayStation, 2 tiers in PC, tiers in Xbox as well, and we're also trying to expand into other series also. GT7 is out there. Assetto Corsa Competizione as well. So yeah, do get in contact, do check out the video here as we look in the background. Some fantastic battling from the Prospects eRacing League. I say it time and time again, you will not be disappointed. These guys are side by side with each other for most of the race. It's not hundreds, it's thousands of a second that we always say. Motorsport is a cruel mistress though, so these guys do get themselves into some incidents and accidents out there as well. But it's the same for the guys in real life. And that's what we want to promote here for the Prospects eRacing League. So as we leave him to it here, don't forget to check out the channel, like and subscribe, get on board at the Discord, check us out on the ESTV as well. I'm Lemony Tang. Have a great one. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to check us out on ESTV. Follow, like and subscribe to the channels. It's Lemony Tang here. It's the Prospects eRacing League Tier 1 PC. It's round 9 from Abu Dhabi. So we rejoined us, ladies and gentlemen. They are under the safety car, and unfortunately we have lost Owen from the race. It's a bit of a disaster for himself there, but it's not always going to be your day at the end of the day. So what are you meant to do? Fair play to Jonesy on the old chat there, giving some brilliant, fantastic facts. We'll read out some out to you now. Most Formula 1 drivers lose roughly 4 kilos per race. This increases for races like Singapore due to the humidity, the amount of sweat these guys go through. Don't you ever think these guys are not athletes, because they are 100% full on all the time. Fair play to Jonesy there. Each F1 car is made of up to 80,000 purpose-built bespoke parts. Absolutely amazing. As we all know, these are prototype race cars, ladies and gentlemen. You can't walk into any old dealership on a Monday and say, I want that one. But you can go in there and buy some of the manufacturer cars 100%, like Alfa Romeo, Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, Alpine. I'm sure I'm missing a few more out there. And if you ever feel so fancy-dancy, you can go to Avatari and get yourself a nice new coat as well. Mercedes have the highest win percentage of any team. Yes, they do, because they came in and the FIA decided to build an engine formula for them, and they pretty much ran away with it for 8 years. And also, if you were to take into consideration from the time they started to the time they have now, they missed an absolute, I don't know, geez, like 50 years or something like that. Somebody can correct me on that one, but they stopped racing after the Le Mans tragedy, and they decided to come back into it with Formula 1 back in the day. McLaren are the only team to have won all but one race in a single season, taking 15 out of a possible 16 wins. That's a 93.8% of race victories. And I'm going to put me head on the chop block now, ladies and gentlemen, and say that was the 1989 season. But please do let me know if I am wrong. And also as well, that is it. The more you know. Fair play to Jonesy. Do get in contact with the old chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give it the old thumbs up to you guys. So, the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap. Absolutely brilliant. D Hill takes over the safety car privileges. It's up to him when he wants to go. We'll see if there's any shenanigans in the near the back of the pack trying to anticipate, because that is not what you want. Nick is already trying to anticipate. Is that 10 car lengths or not? I'm not sure. The FIA might be looking at that one. But anyway, D Hill brings them back to green. Oh no, he spun! The race leader spun out of the last corner. He's done it. He's thrown it away. I can't believe it. Aiden inherits the race lead, but D Hill, I don't know what's going on with him this evening, but he'll be absolutely wrecking himself with that one, kicking himself. Oh boy, word almighty, have you ever seen anything like the likes? Unbelievable stuff. Aiden inherits the lead with arrows in second. I tell you, everyone must have been licking their lips with that one, including myself in the commentary booth. I haven't quite seen anything quite like it in a very long time, but that's good stuff. John Mazur's up into 11th. He's one of the guys who would have obviously capitalised at that safety car being spun around at turn 1. But as they all start piling down towards the chicane, Clement Pheasant, John Mazur and Inchie have really locked themselves in a lovely battle there as well. We'll pull up the tyres. We'll see what kind of tyres these guys are on, because, yeah, there's a pretty much an even Stevens mixture, maybe a few more hards than mediums out there for sure. But that's why these guys are struggling with the tyre temperature. D-Hill is on them hards also. So, yeah, patience needs to be a virtue here. And unfortunately, a few guys haven't quite got the memo. Yellow flag, Sector 3, who's spun around? John Mazur spun around. The commentator's curse strikes again. I think that's 2, maybe 3 already this evening. Unbelievable stuff. TDT Swifty, it was 1998 Grand Prix when McLaren won 15 out of 16. I wasn't too far off it, but thanks very much for correcting me there, you absolute legend. As we look at this 3-4 car battle, really raging up in front here. Got spooked is perhaps after disconnecting. I think he's ghosting out there, unfortunately for himself. Oh, Dan's after spinning, and so is Damien. Some people are just not having a good one. Oh no, D-Hill spun again at the top of the hill here, turn 3. I don't know where to look, but I'm catching it if I can. And D-Hill unfortunately can't catch a cold, let alone a slide. But I'm sorry, D-Hill, that's quite a savage dig there from myself. But please keep her lit now for the rest of the race. It's lap 7 of 29, ladies and gentlemen, and it's already after kicking off. I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. I'm just gonna run with it. Aiden's in pole in the race lead, where Arrows is in second and Nimble is in third. Nimble still in third now at the moment. Very good stuff indeed. Coming under pressure from Nick. Behind. Oh no! The race leader spun Aiden has spun. I see the yellow flags right in front of us. I can't believe it. And Arrows is licking his lips even more. Can anyone stop him? Can anyone keep it on the track? It's going to be a race of attrition. Who makes the least amount of mistakes will come away with the race win this evening. And we've seen two race leaders spin it and almost bin it. Is it going to be Arrows next? I feel like I should look at Arrows because it's going to be him inevitably because I'm talking about him. As he goes down towards turn 5, the exit of turn 5 onto the back straight now goes Arrows. Good stuff in the Scuderia, the beautiful yellow on that car celebrating Ferrari's 75th year. Absolutely brilliant stuff. I wish the whole car was yellow to myself, in fairness. Sergi had a bit of a spin out there, unfortunately for the stand-in newcomer, old-timer. For the Prospects guys, he might capitalise on another safety car perhaps later on. Damien is in the pits with some damage as well. I believe he had to do a whole lap with damage, not what you wanted. Yellow flags in sector 2 as well. El Brando perhaps. It is El Brando. People are really struggling with the gears out there. I've really noticed the low gears. There's quite a lot of revs and we've got another safety car. Unbelievable stuff. It's lap 8 of 29. But these guys are really struggling with the tyre temperatures out there this evening. This safety car is brought to you by Lemony Tang and the Prospects eRacing League. Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to the Prospects eRacing League. You can see us on ESTV and our Season 7 Championship has kicked underway as well. Get involved, get in contact, like and subscribe to the channel and check out the Discord as well. So as you can see here, there's full grids, ladies and gentlemen. There's 4 tiers in PlayStation, 2 tiers in PC, tiers in Xbox as well. And we're also trying to expand into other series also. GT7 is out there. Assetto Corsa Competizione as well. So yeah, do get in contact, do check out the video here as we look in the background. Some fantastic battling from the Prospects eRacing League. I say it time and time again, you will not be disappointed. These guys are side by side with each other for most of the race. It's not hundreds, it's thousands of a second that we always say. Motorsport is a cruel mistress though, so these guys do get themselves into some incidents and accidents out there as well. But it's the same for the guys in real life, and that's what we want to promote here for the Prospects eRacing League. So as we leave him to it here, don't forget to check out the channel, like and subscribe. Get on board at the Discord. Check us out on the ESTV as well. I'm Lemony Tang. Have a great one. Welcome back to the broadcast. We've got some pit stops. We'll bring it up for you now, ladies and gentlemen. Some guys have decided not to pit, and some guys have ultimately decided to pit. So let's see here where we are there. So we also have some more people making pit stops. What is going on here? There's a full-on car park out there. What is going on? The game is glitching, and the guys are all trying to sort themselves out, but that's the game glitching, not the drivers. I guarantee you, there's no way on a God's green earth anyone's going to be coming to a stop on a racetrack in the Prospects eRacing League unless the game is telling us to do so. There's a Haas spinning there as well. That's a sneaky replay. We've caught that, reset the track. Halo, we've seen that happening, and he's passing guys as well. Oh, you know what's happening here. People are spinning but keeping the car on track, and then the game thinks that other people have passed under the safety car. That's what's happening here, and unfortunately the guys are trying to sort themselves out. We've seen it before in the past. It kind of rears its ugly head in the stewards room after the race sometimes, but it isn't the guys' fault at all out there. They're trying their best. They're trying to keep the tyre temperatures, the brake temperatures, and also like keep the car on the track. I've many a time gotten myself a speeding penalty, or a, well, not really a speeding penalty because that is under the VSC. You don't want that, you get yourself a drive through. But I've definitely managed to get myself a corner cut under the safety car or VSC, and you do sit there in your stewing in your own juices. You're like, what am I playing at? What have I done? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what am I doing here? Amateur hour. But no, these guys though getting themselves caught out there with the safety car procedures and the game glitching more than anything else, causing them car parks. I think everyone has settled themselves in now, and we just wait for Dan to join the back of the pack here. Hopefully he can get there sooner rather than later, and we can get this race back underway by the end of this lap. But I fear it may be one more lap to go. Let's see how we get on. What an intriguing race though so far. We've lost Owen from the race, unfortunately for himself, but the main ones from this evening was D Hill was your race leader, and he spun out of contention. Aidan Hart then took over the race lead, and he spun out of contention. We've had John Mazer spinning more times. He can't catch a cold. Sorry, you can catch a cold, but he can't catch a slide. But it is very hard in these cars, and the safety car is in this lap. So let's see how Arrows gets on with this one. Excuse me, it's been very high intensity in the commentary booth. This evening my voice is quite non-lubricated. But anyway, Arrows comes out of the final corner, gets on that power, absolutely brilliant stuff. Look at Aidan. What a restart from Aidan. He really caught Nick napping down out of the last corner there, I have to say. Nothing wrong with it. And he's manoeuvred himself up into second position again, going after Arrows. I think that's going to be an absolute humdinger of a fight all the way through the race. As we see Halo coming through the top of the hill there. Some guys making some moves. Yellow flags out there. Oh no, that's Dan after having a bit of a spin. Look at this. They're 3 wide. Coming down the back straight. Unbelievable stuff. We ride on board of Sergi. But these guys, how are they going to get themselves into the braking zone? Again, that's their kink as well. Down the front straight is not good. Oh! Sergi's into the back of him, and then we've got 3 or 4 cars spinning. Everyone they're going to kind of Constantina themselves again. Unbelievable stuff by all these guys out there. They're all pushing really hard. It's very easy to get sucked into the braking zone, especially on the outside there as well. As we still ride on board on the McLaren drivers, they come down into turn 9. Still side by side. Oh no, there's a car off into the wall. That's Sergi losing his front wing. Dabi spins in sympathy, and it's a yellow flag sector 3, but everyone else continuing on there. We have Intria spun around again out there, so the guys really finding it hard. I don't think these hard tyres are the tyre to be on. Get in, get out, don't be on them. That's what I say. But as they come onto the front straight now, sorry, through turn 1 and 2, we'll have a look. Big battle going on. Jonas is slowly making his way up through the field from an absolute disaster bit of qualifying. He's kept it on the track so far, so good. He's made his pit stop for them hards as well. He's going to be going to the end of the race if he possibly can. D Hill up the inside of Halo as well. Fantastic manoeuvre. And yeah, everyone's starting to kind of settle themselves out. I think Dan has had a bit of a spin out of turn 1. We've seen the track map, not good for himself. But look at this, Nimble up the slipstream of Halo. How are they going to get into the braking zone? We've got the Williams of John Mazer looking menacing as well. Oh! Halo nearly spins it, but he catches it. Fair play to him. Very lucky with that one indeed. But Nimble makes the move stick. I can't believe it. What is going on? John Mazer, a massive accident down the exit of the chicane himself. Halo and Nimble, just too much. Not enough space for 3 cars, I think, was that one. And again, another safety car, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you now, we'll try and get some green flag laps if we possibly can by the end of this race. But this is our 3rd safety car, ladies and gentlemen. It's lap 12 of 29. This safety car is brought to you by Lemony Tang and Prospects eRacing League. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Prospects eRacing League. You can see us on ESTV, and our Season 7 Championship has kicked underway as well. Get involved, get in contact, like and subscribe to the channel, and check out the Discord as well. So as you can see here, there's full grids, ladies and gentlemen. There's 4 tiers in PlayStation, 2 tiers in PC, tiers in Xbox as well, and we're also trying to expand into other series also. GT7 is out there. Assetto Corsa Competizione as well. So yeah, do get in contact, do check out the video here as we look in the background. Some fantastic battling from the Prospects eRacing League. I say it time and time again, you will not be disappointed. These guys are side by side with each other for most of the race. It's not hundreds, it's thousands of a second that we always say. Motorsport is a cruel mistress though, so these guys do get themselves into some incidents and accidents out there as well, but it's the same for the guys in real life, and that's what we want to promote here for the Prospects eRacing League. So as we leave him to it here, don't forget to check out the channel, like and subscribe, get on board at the Discord, check us out on the ESTV as well. I'm Lemony Tang, have a great one. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the broadcast boot. It was a little bit slow on getting that ad on there. Thought I already had it on. So we rejoined the safety car, Crocodile. Everyone now has made their mandatory pit stops. Let's see what tyres they all have on. Some have hards, most have mediums, some have softs. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm telling you now, that's pretty good actually from Got Spooked and John Mazer. Get rid of them hards, they're only going to cause you a spin. Slap on them mediums or softs. And pray for another safety car, I suppose. There's been 3 already in this race, so one would assume there might be another one, especially with other drivers out there. But Henry is your race leader, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic stuff from Henry. He's made Has he made a pit stop? He's on the hards anyway. He has made a pit stop. He's on 10-lap old hards. And he's going to go for the next safety car if he can. He's got a good bit of a buffer behind him as well. A lot of guys on hards as well. Sushi Trash, Jonas. T for real is dropping down. No, wait. Halo's dropping down. Not quite sure what's happening there. Oh, Lord. Don't start with this. Damien. Everyone's still trying to settle themselves out here. Telling you now, this game is not making our life any easier here for the guys. So there's the positions, gains and loss, ladies and gentlemen. Henry's on 13, Jonas is on 13, El Brando's up 13 positions, but D-Hill is down 13, John Mazer's down 11, and so is Sergi down 11, so that's not good for them. As the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap, we'll jump on board of Henry because he's on them 10-lap old hards. I hope he's done his tyre warm-up because that is going to be a loosey-goosey car for a couple of laps, one would assume. The lights are coming on here in Abu Dhabi. It's going to be a good one for the rest of it. He's already gone. What an absolute start by Unbelievable. Henry calls it. I can't believe it. What an amazing restart by Henry. Sushi Trash was caught napping, but also was Jonas. Excuse me. So great stuff from themselves. Damien is spun back to 18th on the restart. That's not good for himself as they all try to make it through turn 2 and through turn 3 unscathed. We look at the top of the hill there, side by side of the Haas and Co behind in the Scuderia. But we'll stay on board here with Jonas and the Aston Martin as they all come through turn 5 now onto the back straight. Everyone's starting to fan out now, trying to get the slipper stream from the car in front, and he moves down into the braking zone. Nicely done. Sushi Trash and Jonas having a bit of a battle there. Everyone else behind seems to be piling on through if they possibly can. Oh, look at that. That's it. Halo and Aiden getting side by side through the exit. Halo had an absolute awful exit there, and Aiden gets on through. Intria and oh, look at this side by side with Arrows and Intria. Arrows on the outside. Is he going to get pushed wide? Yes, he is, but he keeps the foot in it and he makes the move stick. What a great move by Arrows around the outside of Intria in turn 9. He does have the medium tyres compared to the hards. Oh no! I think we've seen that one. Arrows has just crashed out. T for real. T for real is tumbling down the order, and that is the end of his race. He's going to get a new front wing, I would imagine, with that one. And Arrows definitely towards the steward's room after that one. As Arrows looking at the cars in front, battling away there. Nimble and Clement Pheasant, good stuff. Arrows needs to be patient. He's on the medium tyres, the preferred strategy at the moment. Using a bit of ERS as well, making Clement defend the inside. He goes down the outside now. What can he do? Clement gives him plenty of room on the exit, and that's another manoeuvre around the outside there for Arrows. Great stuff. And he didn't crash into the car in front this time either. So, fair play to him. Nimble and Brando going side by side down towards the chicane. How did they get on? Nicely done. Arrows closes under the braking zone. Look at this. Two guys fighting for position in front. Arrows, he cuts and does the old switcheroo. And that's going to be a 2 for, ladies and gentlemen. He's side by side with his teammate for now. What can Nimble do towards the braking zone? Nothing he can do. Absolutely brilliant maneuver from Arrows. He's going inside. He's going outside. He's going everywhere. Brilliant stuff. Fantastic racing from Arrows, and he's up into 4th position now is Arrows. Good stuff, but these guys really are struggling out there. You can definitely see it with them. The rear end, the throttle application, the revs, they're all over the shop for a lot of these drivers, I have to say. But that's the beauty about Formula 1. You do have to kind of... Oh, look at that. There we go. As I say it there, Nimble saves it on the exit. And Adrian takes advantage. He's on the outside towards turn 1. What can he do? He swoops around the outside. Does he? Yes, he does. And he makes the move stick. Absolutely great stuff from Adrian. Up in the 6th position. Nimble is tumbling down the order. He's into 7 now, and he's finding himself battling with Clement Pheasant once again. Arrows passes Jonas, but Jonas fights back. Does he? No, not quite so. So Arrows is in the 3rd position. Jonas has been relegated to 4th. Everyone else seems to be battling down towards the end of the thing. D Hill and Intria. Oh, lockups galore into the left-hander. Everyone makes it through. Onto the exit curbs as well. Using every bit of the track if they possibly can. Maybe a little bit more. As they come towards turn 9 now. Fantastic helicopter shot. Really does show you how close this grid is. This is round 9, ladies and gentlemen. It's from Abu Dhabi. It's the Prospects eRacing League. It's myself, Lemony Tang, in the commentary booth. Don't forget to check us out on ESTV as the Ferrari of El Brando gets a little bit loosey-goosey and separates some cars there. How does he slot back into the pack? He does indeed, but he's going to be under severe pressure from Intria now, sooner rather than later, through the left-hander of the second last corner. Sorry, the right-hander of the second last corner and the right-hander of the last one. And he gets a good run here. How does he get on now towards the braking zone of turn 1? We see a Williams and a McLaren as well, going side by side. John Mazer around the outside, but he doesn't make a stick. And that's Jonas off! Jonas off into turn 1. I can't believe it on the exit. Exactly what he done in qualifying, if I'm not mistaken. Absolute disaster for Jonas. Arrows is into the... Oh, no, wait. Arrows is about to take the race lead. Yes, he is. As he comes down the back straight now, what can he do? No DRS because the safety car was out recently enough, but he's got no ERS left either. But sushi trash, I'd launch it. Up the inside. There you go. But he decides better of it. Very good. Get a good run out of here, and you definitely... keep him behind for another lap, perhaps. El Brando and Clement Pheasant, Intria and all having a big battle out there as well. Intria dropping down the field. He may have had a bit of a mistake out there, not quite sure. El Brando makes the move into Scuderia. Lap 18 of 29. We got 12 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. As the race leader is just about to cross the line to start lap 19. 11 laps to go. So this race is starting to tick away for these guys. They need to start thinking about the end game. How's their tyres going on? How are they feeling in the car? D Hill and John Mazer do battle now through turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3. What can John Mazer do behind? The side's better of it. He was nearly going to launch it, but the side's better of it. Showing the nose, though, giving the car in front plenty to think about. That's what you want to do with these cars. Get them unsettled, a little bit spooked into the braking zone and try and capitalise on the exit. But as they make their way down towards turn 6, 7 and 8, it's Arrows is still your race leader with a 2-second advantage from Sushi Trash. Then we got Aiden 5 tenths behind Trash. Not even now, so it's even closer. We'll have a look at these guys. They go into the braking zone. They're right in front of us, swooping around the outside. Goes Adrian. Aiden, what can he do on the exit? He makes the move stick. Nothing Sushi Trash could do about it. And Aiden is back into second position. Only 2.2 seconds off the race leader. Can he do it? Can he make up the gap and redeem himself from the earlier mistake? Or is Arrows going to pull away now? 1, we'll wait and see. And 2, is anyone else going to make a mistake perhaps? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Yellow flag sector 3. I think that's just for Dan retiring into the pit lane. He's decided to call it quits. Here's a couple of them yellow flags out there as well. Not having a good day for himself, I think. D Hill has spun, has he? Yes, D Hill has spun, ladies and gentlemen, out of the last corner. And I think that's going to be pretty much one of the final nails in his coffin for the race this evening. Oh, look at that contact with Jonas as well, I tell you now. Jonas and D Hill find at least they'll have a battle. That's the main thing with them two guys. But as we jump on board at the race leader, no such issues with Arrows this evening. Everyone else has been making the mistakes around them, and he's the one capitalising. Nimble and Sushi Trasher side by side into the chicane. Can he do the over or under? The old switcheroo? No, he can't. But how is he on the throttle there? Not too bad. DRS wide open. ERS as well. He pulls to the outside, and it's already done with. Look at that, and we're nowhere near the braking zone. He brakes now, and that move is well and truly his. So Nimble's into third position. Great stuff from himself. We've jumped back down towards Nick. I think Nick is closing up on the Haas in front. Yes, he is indeed. Can he get underneath through the exit? He is, but he's going to be on the outside of the triple right-hander. Nowhere to go through there. He has to settle back in. Perhaps into turn 1, maybe he can make the move. We really are seeing these cars being able to follow a lot closer. Much better racing as we'd normally see here in Abu Dhabi, all thanks to the track conditions, the track changes. John Mazur's into the pit lane on his softs. That strategy has not worked out for him. Unfortunately, he was waiting for another safety car that never came, and he's going to be slapping on a set of mediums now to go to the end of the race. Halo and Nick are still side by side at the top of the hill. He's gone, no! And that's the end of it! Nick smashes Halo into the wall. A side-by-side contact is made. And is there going to be another safety car? I don't think so quite yet. I think we're going to keep that lit at the moment, but that is not good for Halo. The front right's gone, and that's the end of his evening. Not good at all. Oh, and Brando's in the back of Sergi as well, into the braking zone. Not good by himself. Sergi's been all over the shop here this evening, finding himself in some fantastic battles. Really getting his feet wet here this evening is Sergi. He's been in them all over the race, but fair play to him, up into 8th position. A fantastic position so far from the relative newcomer to the Prospects eRacing League. He has raced with us before. We know he's got the pace and the talent. That's why he's with us. But he's definitely finding himself out there this evening. I think Damien's having a bit of a spinneroo at the back of the pack there as well. We'll leave him to it. John Mazur and Jonas are battling hard. Jonas has gone real wide there. I don't know what's going on. His tyres must be all over the shop. Look at this. Does he have any front wing damage? He does. Front left wing plate is gone. So that definitely explains why he's having an absolute mare of a time. And I think Nick is spun out of the last corner. Yeah, Nick spun out of the last corner. Not good from Nick. He might be finding himself in the stewards room later on this evening. But as we jump back on board here with Sergi, we see his teammate up in front. Clement Pheasant is going hard at it between Henry and Intria. And Sergi closes right up under the brakes as well. So this is a 4-car battle. Soon to be 5, because El Brando's in a second of the car in front as well. Bit of a DRS train behind Intria. What are they going to do down into the braking zone? Henry pulls out. Tries to go around the outside, he can't do it, he broke himself, Henry did, so that's not good, and Clement Pheasant says, thank you very much. Sergi trying his best to take advantage, but he got closed off there. Look at this, still up the inside though, he's definitely there, so Sergi's got his front wing on the inside towards the braking zone, as his teammate goes for the outside of Intria into turn 9. And everyone seems to be going status quo. El Brando is right behind Henry now as well, so does Henry have some tire? Oh no, he's on them hards, isn't he? Henry really hoping for a safety car. He nearly got it with Halo. And Damien is retired as well in the pit lane, unfortunately for himself there. So the guys are falling a little bit thick and fast, but it's lap 22 and 29. This race has flown by, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely flying. And I'm not saying the car is into the wall. This race has been flying. I'm having an absolute belter of an evening. Hope you guys are too. Do say hello in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing, you absolute legends? As there's the Mercedes there pulling off from Damien there, so no harm, no foul. He retired into the pit lane, which is nice of him. The rear end, I don't know what it is, man. Sergi, every single car we're on board, it seems to be hitting that rev limiter hard. So we'll see how they get on into the braking zone now. Sergi doesn't want to do anything. He's showing the nose to his teammate, letting him know he's a little bit faster as they try and make their way. Now, can Clement do anything on Intria up in front? Intria has a 3-second penalty. Henry has 3-second penalty and got spooked as a 3-second penalty as well. The only cars out there, but it is one of them tracks that can lend itself to the track violations, in fairness. So Arrows is still your race leader, ladies and gentlemen, with a 1.3 advantage. Aiden is closing that gap ever so slightly. He's nearly in the DRS zone, but he needs to do a little bit more than what he has right now. Gain another half a second and he'll be there. Nimble is in third. 5 seconds further down the road is Sushi Trash in fourth. Intria then is in fifth. It's a fantastic battle between Intria, Clement Pheasant, and Sergi in seventh. We have Henry in eighth. Well, Brando is in ninth. We got Nick is your top 10. John Mazer, all his trials and tribulations this evening, is in 11th. Same as D Hill in 12th. Jonas is in 13th. Oh no, that's looking a bit ominous from Jonas. Looking a bit ominous. Is he going to get some soft tires on, perhaps? We'll leave him to it. Got spooked. Is now taking over that 13th. T for real is in 15th. There's them rev limit. I'm not quite sure if that's me or them or who. Sergi's made it through on Clement Pheasant. Good stuff from himself. So we'll jump on board of the race leader. Let's have a look at a lap with himself. Turn up your volumes, ladies and gentlemen. This is Arrows. We'll ride on board of him for a lap and we'll see how and what kind of lines he takes and try and maybe make some notes for ourselves.